welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from Germany. Today is Monday, the 12th of April, and I'm just enjoying my lunch break. And I don't have much time, so this will be a short one today, but I felt like coming to you and checking up on you, how you are, and if you are enjoying springtime. My springtime is a bit overshadowed by someone in my family being ill, and that's also why I keep this short, because I don't have so much to show you. Life is busy at the moment. As you might notice, I've got a new technical edition. I've got a new microphone. I hope this will improve the sound. Today I'm going to talk to you about a finished object, 2 works in progress, and 2 incoming things. And I would like to start with the finished object. You might have seen it already. This is a new cowl design. And again, it's a colorwork design. This is a crochet using the waistcoat stitch. And I was inspired by my trip to Scotland. These flowers down here are supposed to be gorse flowers. Then we have the little lamb because of lambing season, and then a dry stone wall in the background. And this is a 12 stitch repeat, which you repeat 3 times for the sheep. And this one is a shorter stitch repeat, which you have to repeat more times. You could also repeat only the flowers so that you have just a flower cowl. And this pattern is already available on my Instagram profile. If you go into my profile on Instagram, and there is my link tree, and it's there for a free pattern download. I hope you will enjoy it. I've been using wool from River Knits. However, it's quite toothy, perfect for color work. If you want to use River Knits, then maybe you would like to try the Nene minis or any other 4-ply fingering weight yarn you have in stash. So this is the Gorse Hill Cowl, my one and only finished project. As I said, I've been quite busy. Now works in progress. Note to myself, do not hold the jumper in front of a microphone or over it. So this part I'm actually recording for the second time. As I said, works in progress. I've been very busy working on my, what I call the daffodil sweater. It's a colorwork sweater. I'm using here below the colorwork design by Sophie Ochera, which is a knit chart. She gives this design for free as a free pattern download on her blog, which I'm going to link below. And this is a lot of fun, but it also takes quite a lot of time. It might not look like a lot of progress, but believe me, this has seen a lot of hours of crocheting. And Sophie Ochera, she has recently published another new knitting pattern, which I've purchased. And I am planning to either start my very first knitting colorwork project, or I might turn this or convert this into a crochet sweater again. But first I want to finish my daffodil sweater. It gives me all the spring vibes I need at the moment. Then I've started something else, which is my second work in progress. It's also a cowl, but it's not a colorwork cowl. I'm using some of my Advent minis from Stash. This is how it looks so far. These are 75% merino and 25% nylon, I believe. And this is a mix. Some of them are from Marianthi yarns, and some of them are from my 2 Advent calendars from last Christmas time. And it's like I don't know how you would call it. It's like a wagon wheel. You make 7 double crochets together here, and then on the next round you make 7 double crochets into your stitch from the previous round, and so on and so on. So let's have a closer look. And I'm writing down my notes. It's not a pattern yet. It's all in my new notebook, which I've purchased as well. Oh, it's not, I forgot to bring it here. I suppose it's the 3rd purchase of this month. It's a Dingbat notebook. I was inspired by Faye's latest podcast episode, and she showed her notebook, and it's leather bound. Hers was like a toffee brown with I think it was a bear. Mine is purple and has a hippo on it. Yes, so I'm writing it all down in my new notebook, and I'm enjoying the process. This is going to grow a lot in that direction. These are all the not so bright in your eye colors from my Advent minis. Another close-up. When I look at it, it's a little bit darker, but yes, so I'm going to keep you updated with this one. Which brings me already to incoming. Now, we had Easter weekend, which was not such a happy affair. As I said, we have someone being ill in my family, but we celebrated in a small circle. Also, due to COVID situation, we weren't allowed to meet with more than 2 households anyway, so it was a quiet weekend. I've been showing you some of bags before from my mother, and she's been busy again as well, and she gave me a new bag. These are all goats. And I can't tell you the name of the fabric. I just know that we've bought this in November 2019 when we were at the North Sea near Husum. There are some pockets in there, so I can put my project in here. This is an incoming present. And then I couldn't resist. My last incoming is another pair of socks. I've shown you the socks before, which I buy from Fraeuleinjansen. She's a very talented knitter, and she's selling on Etsy, and she also has an Instagram account, as I found out recently, and I'm going to link her below. This is her label. And I've been waiting to put on these socks. They're going to go right on my feet after showing them to you. Aren't they gorgeous? I don't know how she does it. And they fit perfectly. Look at the color work. Really, really beautiful. And on the top of the foot, it's a different pattern than on the base of a foot here. I love her socks. They're so comfortable. I was debating with myself to share her address with you because obviously she doesn't mass produce these socks. And I'm always on the lookout for her new pairs. But yeah, there's a limit on how many socks one person needs, isn't there? Yeah, so Fraeuleinjansen, she lives in Thüringen, I think, which is a county in Germany. And yes, it's 75% wool and 25% polyamide. And you can wash it by hand. Fraeuleinjansen. And on other news, I've been participating in the Hive session from Faye's podcast, the Crochet Circle podcast. Faye is running a special at the moment about designing. She's sharing her designing process, and also she's giving us information on how to approach wool companies, independent wool companies mostly, about yarn support for your projects. And the next installment will be about tech editing, and I'm really excited about that. I'm still debating with myself if I would like to start selling my patterns. I can't see it yet. It's a dilemma about paying taxes and keeping track of sales and all these mundane things which would take the fun out of crocheting. Yes, but I'm willing to learn, and we will see how it goes. And if you are a budding designer, then maybe you would like to join the Zoom session. You can find all the information on Faye's blog, and I'm going to link it down below. I think that's all I have for you today. Oh, one more thing. I've bought a new watch, which is like a fitness tracker. It was very cheap. It's not an iWatch or whatever, but I wanted to become a little bit fit or fitter, and I'm tracking my heart rate, and yes, time to, I think it's a trend. Every spring people want to lose weight and get fit. If I will achieve that, I don't know. I'm not chasing to be perfect. I chase happiness. And in that respect, I hope that you are on the right track, that you are happy and enjoying springtime. I'm going to say goodbye to you now. I hope you had a good time, even though it was short. Thank you for watching my podcast, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!